Just thinking to myself right now. It's wild how at one point I was always, well, not always, but there was a time, especially like Thursday nights, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think Monday took a break. On Tuesday, no, their Tuesday was a night. Can't remember what specifically. Was it comedy night or something? Comedy night was on some weird night. What? I would always go dancing. And now I'm like, I don't hardly do dance at all. It's something about, when you're like, you'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a surgery. And, cause you're in pain, so you're like, okay, they say that, hey, this is surgery eligible, should make you better. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna get the surgery. Oliver Starr. What's up, Oliver Starr? But anyway, like, you get the surgery because you're like, hey, I'm getting the surgery in hopes of feeling better. Tuya Gava. Gava. Hello. Yucky girly. Yucky girly. Ooh, hey, yucky. Yuki. But anyways, I was saying, you'd be like, um, you go get the surgery in hopes of feeling better. And you realize, like, this, I actually am, you feel like you're feeling worse. The thing is when you get a surgery, I don't know who you're saying bro to, so I don't know. That's why I'm not saying nothing. But you get your surgery in hopes of feeling better. The thing is, like, you gotta know about when you get surgeries, um, there's a lot of healing that goes behind it. And there's physical therapy that will come behind it too after the fact. And if you don't do that, your body is, you're gonna feel like you might have made a mistake. Like I think about before I had got my surgery, I still went dancing. It would hurt a bit, but not like how it is now. I said now I'm just, it's almost like, regret, 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 regret. I've had a few surgeries, but it's like, so I had to have, well, I didn't have to, but I was able to get a breast reduction. But I was just like, hey, just remove it all. And see, nobody asked me. They just assume. Especially because I mean I've always been a tennis shoes and jeans, sweatpants type of chick anyway. And I just never changed that. But in the midst of me finding some pain relief to my back, that's what it really boils down to. And somebody might be like, hey, you went a bit extreme. Maybe I did. But at that moment, I just wanted some relief. I just wanted relief, relief, relief. You know, because especially like, as females, we go through a lot. Like for me, my PMS and everything. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want these boobies anymore. Especially I had big boobies and they were long and then they would hurt once a month. It's just weird stuff. And so that was my decision. I just felt like, okay, just remove them. Knowing what I know now, I could have got them reduced, and certain things done to where I could have alleviated that PMS. But anyway, I didn't. And for the longest time, I was fine with it until one day, and it was like years later, my son, he said, never talked about it, and I just didn't. He was like, but why did you just remove all of your breast? He's like, you should just left something, especially since it's like I'm not a dyke. You know, I can say that. I for a while I lived I guess a lesbian life. Now I'm like I'm not lesbian, I'm not straight. I'm just living my life. The furthest thing I could care less about is somebody's son or daughter. And so it was never for that. Even though I've taken advantage of my looks, like I've gotten into places free because they're like, "Oh, you like transgender or something?" It's like, "No, but okay. Oh, hey, get in the club for free. That's $20." Like I mean, I support what's right. So whether you're straight or gay doesn't matter. But now I just realized, but my point was like the healing from getting that breast surgery. At the moment, it was like, oh gosh, it was crazy because you have all these tubes and stuff, and you gotta drain stuff. But what, like maybe like I think it was like 2 weeks, and once pain was gone, it was gone. But oh, I've had a hip surgery too. Whoa, now that one to this day, and it's been like I think 3 years now, and that one is still gives me issues. On top of the fact, I want to say yes, me getting my breast removed was successful as far as like the pain in my neck, but as far as me, I have like a back pain, and that just didn't stop. Still, like to this day, I'm actually gonna have another pain shot. And then the doctor said that's it for the rest of the year. I think this is gonna be my fourth one this year, third or fourth. I'm gonna take it really easy this next time around. Yeah, it's no fun. So it's because it's really like just limited to me now. Like, so I don't go dancing anymore. And dancing was my preferred choice of, you know, exercising my body, getting in this little cardio. But I just don't do that anymore. I want to go dancing sometimes. In my mind, I think about it. But then now it's just like I'm living up to my sign. We're just like, yeah, get ready. I wouldn't say it's necessarily my age, more so my sign, or I don't know, just me. I think about I want to go. In my mind, I want to go, and I just don't. I just end up not going. So I kind of just like the solitude. I guess I'm kind of worried about. I don't want to make any friends for the moment. Cause I'm not that kind of person. I don't like that. I thought I met one friend. Thought I was gonna make a friend. We were cool until they found somebody to play with, you know. And that's where it's just like, man, whether you're young or older, it doesn't matter. People, it was, we're single, and it's like, hey, yeah, hey, let's do stuff. But the moment the other somebody, 'cause I haven't did it, but the moment people will, in my experiences, they finally get somebody to tickle their fancy, then they just you get shot to the curb. So that's just like that doesn't even matter the age. Maybe I should do. That's what I have. I have you guys in YouTube world. So whether it's one person or zero people, doesn't matter. This makes me feel like that way I'm not just talking to myself, you know. So I make little crazy little videos. As you see, it's rare that it's really rare where I'm gonna be in somebody else in the video with me. I just do my thing. It's a question like, what do I even do this for? Just the outlet. It never was for anything in particular, you know. I'm sure if I had wanted to make some money, maybe I probably could have. I feel like it's all about being consistent anyway. But there's days, just like even today, where I was just like, I want to just like turn off my page. I'm like, does that mean I need to erase? Because I did at one point. I erased so many videos, and I really regret doing that too, because there was some really cool videos that I had put out. And that's where it's just like, hey, if I erase it this time, I gotta really mean it. I know overall, I'm like, I'm not even trying to save the world, so to say, you know, just something to do, and it's been fun. It's like, for argument's sake, this whole thing is like, you know, made me feel like, hey, I did something where I made somebody think about something, to reflect on something, and I know that just because of the videos and some of the comments that people have made, and that makes me feel cool in a sense where it's like, okay, I have I have did something that was rewarding and beneficial, which was my plan. And now it's just like to move on to the next. Being in the limelight like wasn't my thing. And now it's like there's so many important things I need to do that I just can't share with people anyway. So I'm just kind of like, what's the point of this? I'm saying for me, you know, like even just letting people see me and knowing some of my thoughts, good or bad, even like right now, what's the point? One, I'm just like trying to kill time and keep myself up. Since I've been driving for a while and I'm a little just fatigued, but I'm not sleepy. So I started like, why not? Why not get on YouTube and let people, whomever, let the haters hate? So I know I for sure got one out there. Like I got my book, my pad. I should just be writing. I got some things I need to write down. Especially it's weird when I find like, like people here just like how I'll be randomly out here watching to see what might this be about. You know, like when I look at the people that are having the nerve to tell some type of fortune or whatever. They got their own little decks of cards. It's just like funny to me. But it's like, hey, this is if this is a platform where everybody can feel like they're something, because all it takes is as long as you got just like one person in the audience that you're like, hey, or I'll see people. It's crazy. You'll have people, hey, for a while it's like the audience, you guys, the audience here, you'll be like, it's somebody says, yeah, I need $20. I need $20 to get me a room. I need $20 to uh so I can go play some slot machines. I need $20 so I can eat, and for a while you'll have people doing this. And then as I, watch and I see, then after a while like people kind of get tired because they'll see like, man, you're always, it's like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? And I'm far from anything. But that's just one thing like I just couldn't see myself doing, you know. It's like, yeah, life is a hell of a it's a hell of a ride. And I just as much as just however I'm gonna ride this thing out. I mean, I'm just gonna ride it, you know. I can't see myself sacrificing, uh, my self respect, dignity. And I guess that's what I gotta do. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing that now by even putting myself out here. So I guess I take that back. I can't see myself settling. I can't see myself using somebody and using myself meaning like within a lie just to get ahead. I can't see myself doing that, you know. But that's how it's supposed to be. Uh, I listen to a lot of stoic things, and something I heard recently it said like you gotta get mean. You gotta be ruthless if you want to get ahead in this game. And I just can't see myself doing that. Like I'm not gonna use anybody. And I know it's people out there that do. I've definitely been one of those. on the end of being used. But I just can't see myself doing that, and keeping a straight face. But it's done all the time. And I guess for argument's sake, that's why especially now I'm totally cool. I don't need any friends. Like the family members that I'm overall the coolest with, when I am around, they're either like really older, but they've definitely just got their own thing going on. To where they're not they ain't expecting shit from me anyway. But I'm not known to walk in anybody's door empty handed. But that's something for sure I've just changed my mind about. I'm like, I've always been going places and everybody's, and wasn't ever empty handed. I'm having gifts all the time for people to the point where they expect that from me. And it's like, I'm not going to do that anymore. Forget that. Because it mainly went down to me, one, realizing that the more I've done for people, the more that um, they don't appreciate my time. That means they really don't appreciate me. And I didn't like that. Especially because, for the most part, where I'm coming from, I'd be traveling pretty damn far to see people. And so I'm like, I don't want to be wasting my time on ungrateful people that feel entitled. Like, I don't know. That's why it's like, what I do, like when I see things that are about, like, hey, respect yourself. Demand that respect from other people because they're just not going to give it to you. Especially if they used to not respecting you. They're just going to keep on going. But so that's why, like I said, now I just make it a point. Like, I'm not going to put people in a situation because I'm just not trying to get too close. But I will walk away. I will just walk away. Be on my own. Be out here figuring it out. You know? I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I can't be. I can't be the what's the right term word I'm looking for? I can't be the Now it's like it's okay. On this platform, people point their finger at me and be like, "Hey, that's not what I want to do." That's fine. Because you don't really know me. I don't know you, and that's cool. I'm like, especially like I said with the YouTube thing, I've accomplished something that I didn't think I would do anyway. You know, not worried about. When I got one person to subscribe to me, I felt like that was a million. That was cool. Anyway. I had to come up with thoughts and words and put them together. So I guess, sometimes, most of the time, it's just a lot of poems. And so I used YouTube as a way to be like, hey, you got to get out of this shyness of speaking in front of people. And this is my way of speaking in front of people. But that's just it. Now I know, like, it's 15 channels right now sitting my way, or 16 for a hot second, that are eyes on me, ears on me. What is this broad talking about? But I'm not so um nervous because I can't see you staring at me, and I think that's what makes it um easier. So I still gotta, hey Brooke, I still gotta, the main bucket list is to get in front of an audience, doing some stand up. But I don't attempt to try to hear. So I'm like, I don't want to have any kind of jokes and then somebody use it and bite it off of me. Let me get out on the stage and do that. And then if somebody bites me, I can hold them accountable in a different way. It's not so much about me telling you jokes to make you laugh, but it's expressing my thoughts to make you be like, she got a point there. I've did the thing of randomly me whenever I go out to Vegas or something, have the slot machines there. But, I don't have the bankroll for stuff like that and it's just all out of a little bit of fun. But at the same time, I always thought about, I'm like, hey, I wouldn't want something serious to happen. Then now I got too many people knowing, like, oh shit, she just hit 80 grand. Something like that. I have never hit 80 grand before. But just saying. The real stuff I want to talk about, it's like, hey, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Can I? Really? I really need and want. And I think about, like, man, like, what's stopping me? Why shouldn't I? I know it's a small plethora amount of people compared to what's really out there. That's what I think about, though. Hey, if I really let people know, like, what I really, really need, there might just be that one person that scrolls through here and is like, hey, I could probably help you with that. Because I've been wanting to take those buggers down for a while. Like, I've got a scenario, I just don't know how to attack it. Yeah, I'm like, maybe this will be it. what I want to do. I don't need all eyes on me. And I know I'm not going to be really consistent on this too many anymore. Really about ready to just turn off all my little social medias and just get on this grind of life that I've been reluctant. Because I'm definitely not swayed, and neither should you be swayed about what's really going on. Because there's some real stuff going on. And it's just not about no likes and views. It is really about, like, hey, even if you just stockpile to have a month's worth of food, I was going to say 2 months, but if a month's worth of food, it's like, hey, it's necessary. Some crazy stuff that's going on. It's about to really go on. Cruelty. There's a lot of cruelness in this world. You got people that they get too caught up in their emotions. And I've been one of them. There's certain things I want to do. There's lots of things that I have that I should have did. It's like I've called the cops on somebody that I love dearly, but I called them because they just wouldn't get out of my face. And it's like, okay, you just keep pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. But then I've had another that at one point I loved dearly. They put their hands on me. I never called the cops. It was more than once. We are such idiots. The things we do. It's wild how we can let a stranger, and I mean someone like that they're in your life because you've just letting them be. You can let one person that's not your family get away with something that you wouldn't let your family member get away with. And that's why I find this crazy. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why? Hmm. Why? No more YouTube. Nope. You got somebody who just sits there and plays pool tabs. This dude, he's crazy. That truck coming here. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a little cold. That's truck driver.
I'm actually glad to have another. I was here by myself for a while now. It's a truck coming in, especially where I'm at. I'm one of them old. I'm over at a rest stop, one of them old lovers lanes. This one is wild because it's like you can park here at the rest stop, get out, you can walk up, and then you'd be like in this back with all these trees and shit behind it. People can't see you. No telling what could be going on or what has went on. Like this for sure is one of those spots where people can hook up at. It's crazy. I can imagine that this spot has definitely got some stories to tell. Oof. 3 in the morning. People are so quick to judge before they hear the whole story. People are so quick to judge. That's why I've cut a lot of ties with people.